I don't know. I don't know if it's actually different or if it's just in my head. Hey guys, welcome back. So I got Friday Favorites and Fooeys for you today, and this was a very like warm toned, peachy, pink tone Lovin' Week. Like I was really enjoying these sorts of eye looks. This kind of a cheek. I actually did not grab my highlight, but I'll mention it to you. Like I just used it today, so, but I do like it. I don't have it in here, but I'll mention it to you. Anyway, so I was loving these kind of eye looks, this sort of a cheek. I'm losing my voice right now. Like I don't know what's happening. So we're just gonna talk through this. I've got like a little bit of like man voice thrown in here. So I don't know what's going on, but we're just gonna talk through whatever is happening with my voice right now. So yeah, I've got some fun eye and cheek favorites. I've got some things that were kind of part of my Halloween costume that ended up being favorites other times. Like one I really liked like for my costume, and then the other I liked for my costume, and then I also liked it another time this week. So yeah. A lot of fun things to talk about, so let's get to it. It was a very Too-Faced Lovin' Week. I just gotta say, like several of my favorites are Too-Faced, and both of my eye favorites this week are Too-Faced. So first off, I played with my Too-Faced I Want Candy palette again. This quality, I mean, is just incredible. Now that I've played with this more and more, this might be one of the best, if not the best, Too-Faced palette I've ever used. Like, this quality is just incredible. I have Sugared Strawberry on my lids today, and it's just gorgeous. It's like this amazing champagne-y, like metallic light peach color. Love it. I also really love Frosted Pink, which these are chunky shadows, but I just use some MAC Fix Plus, and it's like no problem. They just end up being super metallic and gorgeous. I love Raspberry Cocoa. I don't have that on today, but I really like it. And then I have just the tiniest little bit of hot chocolate. I do have a little bit of whipped cream on the inner corners of my eyes too. So yeah, so pretty. I think it's allergies or something. I don't know. Like, I don't know why my voice sounds like this today. Who knows? But this quality, I mean, man, these blend so easily. They're so fun to work with because they just work. Like they just blend, they build on themselves, they wear really well throughout the day. They're just amazing, amazing quality. And I have noticed like the scent with the eyeshadow palette was very fragrant and strong when I first got it, and it's dissipated, which I've noticed that with, you know, all scented palettes. Like it's definitely still there for sure. And it's still heavily fragranced, but not nearly as much as when I first got it. So if you are sensitive to scents, I would say you could probably still get away with this. Maybe just like, I don't know. I wouldn't say leave it out and open for a long period of time, but maybe just like open it periodically so that the scent kind of like gets out of there a little bit, and then you'd probably be okay with it. Anyway, that's a tangent. I like the scent of it, and I really like the shadows inside because they're amazing. And then with that palette, I was also using my Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette and loving it. I'm gonna have a whole video on this collection. It'll be like a get ready with me / first impression review type video. So I'll kind of show you using the products, and then I'll also do like a little wrap up at the end. So that video will be coming soon. But anyway, I was loving this palette this week. I do have this on my eyes today. Have it in my crease and transition area, and then a little bit in my outer corner, and then I have that tiny little bit of the one from I Want Candy, like the darker color. So we got lots going on from each palette, and they play so nicely together. I don't think you need both. Like, I don't think this one needs the I Want Candy to work well, and I don't think that I Want Candy needs this one to work well. I think they totally stand alone by themselves because they're incredible palettes, but they play really nicely together. So for the makeup addicts out there who you just like collecting and you just like playing with a lot of makeup, they work really well together. So yeah, this one is just a beautiful all matte warm tone palette. So I do have on today, I have a mixture of Peach Tea and Just Peachy, and then I don't even know what I swatched. Oh, I swatched Peach Punch. I'm not wearing that one today, but that's one of my favorites from the palette. So pretty. I do have on, what do I have on? I have a mixture of Just Ripe and Peach Tart in my outer corner. I don't know what I swatched. What did I swatch for you? I swatched Just Ripe. So yeah, I will show you these swatches. This one smells super yummy. I didn't mind the scent of the original peach collection, but it was definitely more of a like a fakey peach scent. Like it, I don't know, almost smell like a kid's toy, you know, that would be a peach or something. Whereas this is like a peaches and cream sort of a scent. So, I mean, it smells so good. Like the most yummy, I would say like a peaches and cream candy or something like that. Like it doesn't necessarily smell as light as a dessert. It smells more like a candy, but it smells so good. It's got that creaminess to it. The lipsticks smell amazing. So yeah, this definitely has a scent too, but I have noticed like the one, like the tester at Sephora doesn't really have much of a scent at all anymore. You really have to get up there next to it. So again, if you're sensitive to scents, I think you could still get this because the scent will dissipate over time. You just it may kind of bother you at the beginning because it is heavily scented, but I mean, I love the scent of it. It smells so nice. So yeah, as far as formula goes on these shadows, they are so easy to work with. They blend themselves basically. Like there's just no effort that's needed. They just blend, they just build, they just wear incredibly well throughout the day. They're just awesome shadows. So I'm so impressed with this palette too. So again, I think that they totally work like individually by themselves, but I was playing with them together this week and they're so cute together. For blush this week, I have another Too Faced favorite, but you know, I was looking through and gathering up my favorites and I was like, well, I didn't really play with any other blushes this week other than this, so this is my favorite. And it has a little tabby thing on it still from their little adorable PR package that they sent me, so this is kind of like so you could like pop it out of the packaging, so I don't know why I've kept it on there, but that's why it's there. I've just kept it there for some reason. So this is the Too Faced Peach My Cheeks, and this is in the shade So Peachy. First off, the packaging is absolutely adorable. It is precious. I love it. So this is what it looks like. So it started out with like an indentation that said Too Faced and had like a little, I think it had like a little leaf or something on it, but now it's kind of worn off because I've worn it enough times. But this is what I have on. The highlighter, didn't think to grab that, but I only wore it, I don't think I wore it any other day other than today. I just decided to pop it on today. Is a Pixie duo. I'll try to remember to link it down below, list it and link it down below for you, but it's a Pixie duo. It's like got a peachy side and kind of like a champagne side. So anyway, that's my highlighter. But the blush, the kind of like really fun corally blush is this one. This is such an interesting texture. I don't know how to describe this. I literally don't know how to describe this to you because it's like you would think it's a cream. And it really kind of, I mean, I guess it sort of is, but it just goes to like a powdery finish so quickly that it doesn't seem as much like a cream. Like it seems more almost like a powder, but it's not a powder at all. It's interesting. I don't know how to describe it, and I don't feel like it swatches very well. I don't know why. Probably because I'm using my finger versus on my face, I use an e.l.f. small stipple brush, and I find that it blends really easily. I don't really tend to grab for and love cream blushes or really cream products in general for my cheeks, like, you know, cream bronzers and blushes and highlighters. They're not like a go-to for me, but I just kept grabbing for this week and just really loving it. Like, I love how it blends. I love how it's just this bright, fun pop of color and very kind of youthful. And then it wears super well. So it just works and it's adorable and it smells good too. Once again, yeah. This one smells maybe a little bit less creamy. I think it's all supposed to smell the same, but this one smells almost like more like a fresh peach or something like that. Like it has a little bit more of like a crispness to it. I don't know. I don't know if it's actually different or if it's just in my head, but it smells a little different to me. But I was loving this week. And then the Halloween favorites. So first off, this little combo right here was just part of my costume. I didn't wear it any other time this week, but I thought it worked really well. The other two things ended up being like a costume favorite, but then also a favorite other times and that I'm wearing. But anyway, that's coming in a second. These two I used as like wound makeup. I was Jessica Jones, the Marvel character, and Timothy was Daredevil before he gets his like red costume, like when he's, you know, first like just getting into like protecting people and whatever. So he was like, it's on my Instagram. So anyway, I was Jessica Jones, so I did like a little, you know, like cut on her face. And so what I did is, and I'm not into Halloween tutorials. I love watching them, but like creating them myself, it's just, I'm not very good at them, so I just don't do them. But what I did is I did like a little tiny piece of toilet paper and used lash glue and like stuck it on my face and then just kind of like painted the wound. So this is kind of like a gross favorite, I guess, but like if you're into Halloween looks, and I think special effects makeup is really cool. Like I'm really super intrigued by it. Like I love Glam and Gore's channel. Like she is just incredibly talented. So I'm very intrigued by special effects makeup. I really don't know how to do it very well, but I think it's super cool. So anyway, I use this little combo for just some blood, like right in the middle of the little cut. I applied that, and then I just used some like kind of dark ox blood and gray and brown shadows kind of around it to sort of make it look like a bruise. And then this was in the middle. And I did set this with some shadows to make sure that it was set during the, you know, party or whatever. So yeah, if you're looking for a way to like make some blood on your face or like a little wound, this worked. So this was a favorite of mine this week. And then last favorite, I did this lip combo for Jessica Jones, but then just really enjoyed the combo. A lot of times, like it depends on, you know, the clip in the series, but a lot of times she has kind of like a neutral peachy or like neutral brown corally sort of a lip color. It's really pretty. She's got really beautiful full lips. So my lips don't look like hers, but I was going for at least the color. So this was the combo that I did, and I think it's really pretty. So first off is the Pixie. This is one of the matte luster lipsticks, and this is in Rose Naturel. This is really, really beautiful. Just a gorgeous nude. So if you're looking for a great, like, everyday, throw it in your purse kind of brownie nude, I think you'd really, really like that one. Rose Naturel. And then what I did is, so I first applied that, and then I would kind of like pop just a little bit of this for that kind of like corally pop. This is one of the Buxom Bold Gel Lipsticks. This is in Evocative Petal. I love this shade. This is one of my like favorite, I don't know, kind of like, it's a fall color. It's like a really unique fall, like muted coral. It's really, really pretty, like a rusty coral. I love it. So yeah, and then you can see kind of what they look like mixed together on my lips. And I like both of the formulas. This is kind of like a glossy, it's a matte luster is what they describe it as. So I don't really know how to describe that other than, I wouldn't say it's matte really, but it kind of dries down to a matte. It's sort of just like a sheer cream, but it's buildable. This is definitely more of like a creamy matte. So yeah, I like both of the formulas. This one smells good. Yeah, like a hint of a vanilla scent. This doesn't smell super good. This just smells like a lipstick. So I would love if this maybe had a little bit of like a vanilla scent, but I mean, it's not bad. It just smells like lipstick. So yeah, I really ended up liking this, like both for the costume and then also just wearing it other times. All right guys, so those are all my favorites for this week. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you were loving this week or maybe not so much loving. Let me know your weekend plans or any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.